Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Patriots coming in at 5-2, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 4-3. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week, they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. This is Melvin Gordon, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. With that, let's check out how the Chargers line up on offense.
Keenan Allen checks every box for me as a receiver. Size, speed, strength, intelligence in what he's doing. But I love his competitiveness. When that ball's in the air, he goes after it and usually comes down with it. And last but not least, we can lay to bed the myth that he can't run fast. Keenan Allen can get up and go.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. David Harris coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 23 carries, 96 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. Now a second down throw for Rivers. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Novak out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They are led out by a man who needs little introduction at this point. Well, no introduction. Now 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
I think Deion Lewis has hit the NFL at the exact right time for his running style. Not tall in stature, so he hides behind the offensive line a little bit. Jump cuts back there. The defenders can't find him and have a hard time getting him down. Can catch the ball out of the backfield and has that extra ability to return kicks, which also causes a lot of problems for the opposition.
On play action, now Brady. He's letting it fly for Cook. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brady now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Brady. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. At the end of one, 7-0 is our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Brady to throw on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Patriots pick up the 1st down. Brady to Amendola. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. First carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now. I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A 10-play drive that time, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come later tonight. It's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Rivers. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's got room. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for
counter
a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Rivers now from the 50. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Fresh set of downs here. Rivers now to throw on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. Matt Ryan, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. A second down throw for Rivers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. To the air again here, Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's caught outright, Amendola. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. throwing on first down is Brady. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
They did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Looks to be right around the 40. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Now Brady again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that three-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the 2nd quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. So we've got a tie game at half, and you can bet both coaches are in that locker room making adjustments and telling their guys to just keep playing hard like they did in the first half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Chargers have it near the end of one. It's Rivers looking for and finding his young tight end, Hunter Henry. And they cap off the drive with a score as they take a 7-0 lead. Patriots with the ball late in the first. The deep ball is on target here, and he'll end up at the 40-yard line before being tackled. Patriots later on the drive. Brady's on point with the throw, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Patriots tied up at 7. Chargers with the ball early in the second. They run here with Melvin Gordon. They'll pick up more than 20 yards on the play. They go on to kick a field goal to end the drive. Now 1st and 10. Brady on the hook up with his receiver, Danny Amendola. And he ends up at the 44-yard line before he stopped. Patriots would go on to kick a field goal. Second half still to come. Let's get back up to Foxborough with Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And now out come the Patriots. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Brady will try again on second down. Over the middle, it's Amendola. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
20, 53.
On first and 10, here's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. Brady over the middle. That's caught by Hogan. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A gain of 6 there on first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
Rivers now on second down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They'll throw again. Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jacob Shum now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Again, it's Lewis. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. They try again with Lewis. But he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They run. This is Lewis. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Dion Lewis touchdown run. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Rivers on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. James Harrison in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Second down, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken about the 12. Pretty move. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Brady now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now it's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Novak's kick is good. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Tyrod Taylor, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going underneath for Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.